Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. This is going to be a short little update to the swashbuckler fighter or dual sword fighter using hand crossbow because I did recommend Windlass in that build. Now, this is using a skill that almost no one uses on the fighter class, and truthfully, it's a bit of a meme. It's not really the best setup if you're trying to be successful all the time. However, it is a lot of fun. Using Victory Strike with the Windlass Crossbow gives you about 110 damage per hit, which is pretty wild. And all you're going to need is Weapon Mastery, and then switch off whatever you're using on the second skill if you want to keep Sprint, and go with Victory Strike. I guess you could drop Sprint, but really don't recommend ever dropping Sprint. Victory Strike's just 20% weapon damage, so it works best with weapons that have higher weapon damage. Meaning you could run this with Halberd, which would be the only other really fighter weapon that carries any sort of high weapon damage. Even Battle Axe I don't think compete with Halberd, so if you are going to run this and try to get some value out of it without just relying on the Windlass for Victory Strike, run Halberd is probably your only option. And then however you want to build your Halberd class, most of the fighter perks are based around blocking, which will be meaningless, so Weapon Mastery isn't going to really hurt taking to run the Windlass. On dual wield, the same could be said. Most people won't see the benefits from combo attack as it only really hurts on that third hit. And the last little thing I should mention is that they're super cheap, like dirt cheap. So if you want like a really cheap 50G blue Windlass pocket rocket, it's the way to do it. So one of the reasons why I recommended this earlier in my swashbuckler build was because it's a great setup. You can smash into a guy for 60-70 damage, I think 90 headshot damage without Victory Strike, which makes for a pretty simple setup shot for whatever damage you're going to do later. That being said, you could also just use the hand crossbow plus Windlass. If you land the Windlass, you're probably going to be able to finish them off with just the hand crossbow. It is pretty cool seeing the Victory Strike animation. It's not something a lot of you guys may have seen because really no one uses it. But it's exciting, and you'll see my health will get a little boost after I take care of this guard. Just a small one. 5% is not a lot, and really I think Victory Strike needs a bit of help to be anywhere remotely as good as Second Wind or Sprint or even Adrenaline Rush and Taunt. Blow of Corruption on Warlock is probably a much more effective tool for just easy damage and one-shot ability. But since I love the fighter class, we might as well make the most of this Victory Strike and meme around the dungeon this weekend. Victory Strike headshot on this guy did not bring him down, but he is feeling the effects of that. He followed up with a crossbow to the back, and he's still capable of withstanding some of that damage. But luckily, Weapon Mastery allows you to take throwing knives, and that does him in. Last example, and my favorite one, is a perfect weapon for dealing with rogues. You can hit for almost entire rogue HP bar with the click of a button with a high projectile Windlass. You guys will miss, but when it lands, boy is it satisfying. Thank you all for this one, just a short video. I'll see you guys next time.